practice. Okay, I've been on mute. So good evening, friends. So how has your gratitude practice going on? Does anyone want to share your gratitude experience maybe before we start to begin today's class? Anybody who hasn't shared at all so far? Anybody who hasn't come and spoken at all so far? It's okay. This is family. You can come and talk. No problem. How's your homework going on? Did you write your desires? Oh, if you want to unmute yourself. Yeah. If you want to talk about it, you can unmute yourself and you can talk about it. Anybody? Kashmira, I think you haven't spoken at all so far. Nirmala hasn't spoken. Preeti, Beena. Any of you want to share? How has your practice been going on yesterday? Not just yesterday, in general at least. Because it's very important that you take advantage of this practice sessions or at least practice at home, because just hearing these things will really not work. It'll really not work. Okay, looks like all wants to be silent today. So let me just start off then. Okay, so we will be doing this chapter called Have a Magical Day. It is day 14 on the magic book. Okay, on the magic book, it is day 14. So it starts, so when they show you a clock here, it's an alarm clock and it says 7:30. So assuming that you wake up at 7:30, but typically most of us don't wake up at 7:30, sometime earlier itself, because we have kids and all that. Okay, so it says intentions compressed into words. Intentions compressed into words enfold magical power. So what does it actually mean? Intentions means it's a thought. A thought has now got converted into emotions, and then that has got converted into action. Okay, that has got converted into action, which is like words. You wrote a word or you spoke a word, enfold magical power. So anything that comes to the level of action will definitely have a power of magic inside it. It can be any kind of intention. Intention to hurt others, intention to do good to the world, intention to do anything. Definitely carries feelings. And each of those things will have magical power. Magical power doesn't mean that it is only, positive things. It can be negative things also. There is nothing like positive or negative. Just for the understanding, I'm basically calling them positive or negative, just so that we can classify them. But as such, there is, from a belief standpoint of view, there is nothing called positive or negative, because what you term as negative is majorly because of the ignorance we have around that belief. And as knowledge starts to come into your experience, into your consciousness, the same belief now becomes positive. Okay, so there is nothing negative in the universe. Everything is positive. It is just the ignorance and lack of clarity that makes any belief system negative, because there is mostly fear related to that, or some form of judgment related to that. Hence, every form of in every intention or everything is majorly positive. And whatever thoughts you are attracting, or rather whatever thoughts come in, is something like, you can think it's the creator wants to go through those series of actions. Now, let's say there are 60,000 thoughts that are coming into your mind. You don't even know what are those 60,000 thoughts. Out of that, some thoughts you are able to recognize, and then you are able to put emotions to it, and you are able to put that into action. Or sometimes you don't act it out, but it is just the emotion that is sitting inside. And where does the action lead to? It goes and then messes with the organs. So every thought or every chosen thought where you put emotion into it must get into an action. And anything that does not get into a physical action with your hands, legs, or your sense organs or anything will get mess up with the organs inside the body. And if it is lower frequency emotions, then it is called diseases. When it is higher frequency emotion, then it is called health. Okay. To see and experience the most magical day of your life, you can be grateful for your whole day before you live it. See, in the morning, we all have this count your blessing practice, isn't it? So it is a very magical practice that you can have, because they say, right, if you start your day with a positive note, then your day will go on in a positive way. If you start your day in a let's say grumpy mood or something, it will continue to be grumpy over the entire day. Similarly, even in the night before you sleep, when your mind is very receptive and it is in the alpha state before you just sleep, when you're like literally groggy and those kind of, at that state, it is very good for you to do the magical practice of the magic rock practice, because the magic rock helps you to remember all the good things that happen in everything that you feel grateful for in that day. And then in that, you're picking the most grateful event that happened, and then you're remembering it, cherishing it, feeling for it, and then you are sleeping. So which means you're going to also end your day with a positive note. More than me calling it as positive or negative, let me say high frequency note, high frequency, grateful, gratitude related feelings. And those will continue, because what you do before you sleep will continue like on the next day as well. Let's say you remember, I mean, sometimes I've noticed that, let's say I've been singing some song, it has been stuck in my head. It's not something that I just, let's say, want to sing. I somehow caught it somewhere and it's been stuck in my head, let's say. And then before I sleep, I've been hearing it or I've been singing it. And then let's say next day also morning, as soon as I even walk into the restroom also, that will start playing in my head. I mean, it remembers, your mind remembers everything. As soon as you come into the beta state, it will automatically restart whatever you did the previous day. Hence, it's always better to end your day, the previous day, with gratitude. Yeah, it's the easiest thing to do. It only takes a few minutes, but the difference it can make in your day is incredible. Being grateful for your day beforehand creates a magical day through the law of attraction. When you give thanks for the experiences in your day going well, you must receive back experiences going well. So like how we had this affirmation, right? In the early morning, today is going to be the best day of my life. So you're affirming that today is going to be the best day of my life. And here, this chapter is going to teach us how to be grateful for the whole day and all the events and all the situations for the whole day. Okay, so that you can be more curious, you can be more happy, you can be more grateful before it even starts off. So it means it is charging your day with more feelings. If you don't believe you have the power to affect the circumstances of your day so dramatically, think about a time when you woke up on a grumpy or a bad mood. You went off into your day, one thing after the other went wrong, until by the end of the day, you were exclaiming that you had a heck of a bad day, as though the bad day happened by accident. So some people say, right, today was really, I mean, I don't know, I've been breaking things today. I've been, I don't know, all my cooking went for a toss, this, that. And I had so many situations where people were grumpy at me today. Anything can happen, or there can be good things also. Like, for example, like recently my daughter was telling me that she said today is going to be a very great day for me or something like that. She affirmed. And then before she affirmed this, what happened was she was telling me that she's in the US, and she was telling me that she had lost a wallet. And because losing her wallet was sort of like a shock, because she has been a very responsible person. And then maybe whatever was her emotions or whatever it is. So finally she lost her wallet, and then that made her really very upset. And she saw what all she experienced, something where she put her heart into. For example, friends did not cooperate with her because she was in a lower frequency mode. Nobody really came to her rescue. But in the past, when she, let's say, even had a hairline fracture, and she was very calm about it, she was very confident that she can handle it and all that, then friends came to help her. So, and then who helped her that day? A friend that she had helped for some other situation. The same friend came to her help when she was needing help. So like that, when she lost her wallet and she wanted to go search for it in the night or something like that, nobody came to her rescue. And then she felt very bad, and she was literally going down. See, when you think of this negative spiral, right, you can think like this. Wait, let me just, okay. Okay. Think of this. It starts off like this. Okay, can you see this? Okay, on the top, right? On the top, you were very happy. Okay, but one small thing led you to come down. The circle is still big. You are still positive, but there is one negative issue. There is one grumpy or something. Let's say you go on in that spiral. Look at the spiral. It is becoming smaller and smaller. And now you are one small thing, let's say complaining, blaming, frustration, this, that. It is costing you all your gratitude points. And now you're left with no gratitude points in this point. Here, okay? So this is how you will drop down if you don't pay attention. You will continue to keep coming down, which is what they're actually talking about here. They're saying that it is a spiral. Okay, it will just come like this. That is why early in the morning, when you start off in a grumpy mood, one thing, because you started off in a grumpy mood, that negative energy and law of attraction will lead to similar frequency emotions. There also, let's say you lost it, and then that will again attract something else. There also you lose it, that will attract something else. There also you lost it, there also you lost it. Because as and when you lose it and lose it and lose it, you are already picking up momentum on that energy. You can pick up momentum on a high frequency energy also. You can pick up momentum in a low frequency energy also. So that is why when people are on a starting of low frequency itself, you have to catch yourself and then bring yourself to acceptance, surrender, gratitude, and all of those things. But let's say you don't do it and you say, I'm not in a good mood. I don't talk to me. I don't feel like doing gratitude now because I can't think of anything but this problem. All that they say, right? They have already lost it, and they've already now thinking about it, and it's gaining momentum. Okay, the more and more feelings you put into it, it is now getting petrol, it is getting speed, it is getting everything. And then by the end of the day, you have a great headache. And at the time, you obviously still have no mood to do gratitude by the end of the day also. So this is your choice. You can continue to keep going on and riding this spiral down, or you have to catch yourself in the act and then push yourself higher. Because it does not take effort for you to drop down. It takes a lot of effort for you to go up. Climbing up needs effort. Dropping down does not need any effort. You can just say, I'll not do this, I'll not put any effort. I'm just going to be. I'm just going to react. I'm just going to do whatever I want. Whatever is in my usual habits, I will just keep doing it. You can just catch yourself after 1 week and see how it was, how good your week was or how bad your week was. Okay. So it is up to you. You have to constantly keep pushing yourself. There is no way this duality energy is going to keep you pampered and all that. This energy is going to suck you down. That is the way it is. Okay. Well, the only reason you had a bad day was because you took your bad mood from morning with you, and it was your bad mood that was the cause of one thing after another going wrong. So here, why did you go into a bad mood? That you need to question. Okay, let's not blame your bad mood. Let us now analyze this slightly further. The book is not talking about it. Okay, the book is not talking about good mood, why bad mood, why good mood and all that. It is not talking, because this is not the scope of the book. The scope of the book is say, if you're bad, go to good. If you're good, continue the good. That's all the book scope says. But then if you are here for some thing, let's also understand why we are in a bad mood. We are in a bad mood because we had expectations on somebody else, and that led you to sadness. In the last class also, I had shared with you that if you have expectations on anybody, then you will definitely end up being sad. That is the law. It is written on rock, because we cannot expect anything from anybody, because the outcomes are not in our hands. The results of any task is not in our hands. You can do your task, but the outcomes are not in your hands. What attracts the outcome of your choice is your feelings. Good feelings, high energy feelings. If you put lower energy into that situation or that relationship, and then it conked off there and it created a hole, then let's not blame the bad mood. It is your expectation that started off. And then why expectation? Again, if we go back and say, why am I expecting something? Because of ignorance, lack of knowledge that everybody is my own reflection and there is nothing to expect. Everything is for me to learn from my own reflections. And what am I learning? If somebody is not doing the work that I'm telling them to do, why am I not getting it? It is because I have to do it myself, and there is some learning in this. Because I'm resisting the doing, I'm resisting doing it. I want somebody else to do, because there is ego. Let them do. There is ego. Even if you wanted to do, even if you had time to do, maybe you're not doing. So now somewhere there is some amount of learning for you. And because you are not learning, you are resisting. And because you are resisting, that problem is persisting. And because they are not, that problem of them not helping you is persisting. And because it is persisting, you are now getting irritated, because you expected them to work for you. They didn't work for you. And now it has lost the volcano has burst open and you are in a bad mood, you're shouting. Okay. So bad mood has all of these things. Bad mood is just the tip of the iceberg. But what went behind, what is under it? All of these things that you're carrying, baggage that you're carrying. Okay. So this is what you need to work on, based on the help of other chapters like relationships and all that we have already spoken about. You have to work on all of these things based on the other chapters that we've spoken about. Okay. So you can't blame your bad mood and say, oh, it was my bad mood. No, you need to work on yourself. You can't just say, this is what it is. Yeah, I'm a moody person, all that. So don't give all that silly reasons. Even waking up in a bad mood doesn't happen by accident, because it means that you went to sleep thinking negatively about something, perhaps without realizing it. It's the very reason why you are doing the magic rock practice last thing at night, to ensure that you go to sleep thinking good thoughts. So see, why do we have to keep doing good, thinking good? Because it's all about feelings. It's all about energy. It's all about frequency. It's all about vibrations. Because you don't do anything, just be in a very good mood, don't just allow the law of attraction to play itself. You will automatically be led to your soul purpose, and you will automatically be led to so much of awareness in your system. Your visit to earth will be so positive and so fruitful and so purposeful. Okay, if our visit to earth is to majorly experience creation, then it will be very purposeful. And you will also be able to get so much of knowledge from it, and also be able to share that with others. You will make your life better, and then you will be more like a light that is going to spread light into somebody else's life. So that is why we need to be always like a light worker. Everybody is a light worker. Okay, if you are in this class, because you are a light worker, and light worker means somebody who works for the light, somebody who carries the light in them and spreads that light. Okay, they are like social service people, social service at an earth level. So they are here to make the earth a better place, help earth with so much more light. And how can you bring light into earth? By bringing light into your lives first. You cannot have darkness in your life and then hope that your 20 candle will bring 60 candle light into somebody else's life. Your husband should be very good for you, but you are only 20 candle. That doesn't work. Okay, he should be very respectful to you, but you have only thoughts about he's not respecting me, he's not respecting me, he's not respecting. That means you are still in 20 candle only. So it will not work. So you need to first work on yourself. There is no other choice. Okay, so like today I was discussing with somebody about the relationship with their husband, and there is no respect, there is no attention from the husband. So the wife is craving for attention, the wife is craving for being with him, talking to him, typically having a good relationship with him, but then he's not giving it. They are in the same house with a joint family, but then she's not getting it. So it is easy to get carried away with a lot of negative emotions about it, and constantly keep blaming, and constantly think about it and say, he's not doing this, he's doing this, he's not doing this, he's doing this. It's easy to do it because, like I said, it's easy to fall. We have a great practice because we have come from the dark side only. We are all coming from the dark. So we recognize the dark very nicely. It's very familiar to us. But what is not familiar is the light, the good part, the God and divinely parts are not familiar to us. If it has to become familiar and we have to climb higher, then we have to put effort in doing that. So all that I told her was, what did Shiva and Parvati do? When she was Sati, she constantly craved for Shiva, and then she did a lot of what do you say, she said, no, I want to do it, I want to marry him. All that happened, and then somehow the marriage got settled, and then they got married. And then, but she could not sustain that relationship because she was still in ego. She could not manage at that state. And we all know that she did her bhasm and all that, and then she went into Agni, Yoga Agni. And then as Parvati, what did she do? Yes, then also she wanted to marry Shiva. It was pulling her, but she did not go behind Shiva because Shiva was in no mood to marry anybody. So she did not go behind him. She just did tapas. Because in that process, she was knowing herself. She was becoming closer to herself. Okay. And in that process, in between itself, Shiva started coming to her. Shiva started noticing. He was noticing because her energy was improving. And she was attracting him, but she was very stern, and she did not even oh yeah, now Shiva came to me, now let me stop. No, it was not like that. And she did not know Shiva was coming because he was coming in disguise. He was coming to her, he was seeing, he was checking on her, he was all that he was doing, but she still did not even look at Shiva until the end. And then in the end, after so many thousands of years, they say that she finished her tapas, and the moment she got to finish understanding who she was finally, which is her own samadhi state and all of that, Shiva was right in front of her. So what does that mean? If you want something in your life, you need to first know yourself. You need to connect yourself. The way to the way into anybody's heart is to first knowing yourself, to getting yourself. The way to get any riches in life, the way to get any relationships in life, the way to fix any relationship in life, the way to get so much of money in your life, the way to get amazing health in your life is to first know yourself. In the process of knowing yourself, whatever sadhana that you do, and when you're knowing yourself, you will know that you have these jealous feelings, you have these let's say sad feelings, expectations, loneliness, and all of those kinds of feelings. You will now start to work on them one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. That is why she took thousands of years. But those days they had the same body and she did it. But what we do, we go body after body, body after body, body after body. We take multiple bodies and then we are doing the same thing. Okay, working on ourselves. So if this is a thumb rule, if you need anything in your life, if you need happiness in your life, the only way to get happiness is to connect with yourself and to change yourself, to bring light into yourself. So all of you who are attending these classes are all light workers, and it is your duty. It is your duty. It is your, what do you say, your soul contract, whatever you can call it. Your intention of being here is to bring light to the world. And you need to focus on bringing light to yourself, because you are more like a pipe. You're more like, you take the light from the source and then you spread the light wherever there is darkness. And when if you have to be a good pipe, okay, if you have to be a good pipe that just receives and sends, then you should ensure that you don't have blocks in between. Okay, what are these blocks? I like this, I don't like this, expectations, this, that, whatever. So you need to clean that pipe every single day. Only then you will be okay. Okay, you will be able to do your duty, and you will be able to see that reflected in your own family and all that. So the sooner you are able to reflect and see that in your family, fast, whether you're, let's say, working on yourself constantly and all that, and taking your family's lessons as your teachings, and then you're working on it 1 or 2 years, you finish that, then you will be able, the universe will use you to help other people in life, because your karmic patterns will not just be with your family, it is in other people also who are coming to you. Okay. The magic rock practice at night combined with count your blessings every morning sets your good. I finished this. To have a magical day, you need to feel good. I don't know of anything other than gratitude that guarantees to put you in a good mood almost instantly. This, for me, surrender also works. Blessing also works. But then, according to Rhonda, gratitude works because that is her personal choice. And whatever makes you feel good, you can pick that choice. Sometimes listening to your children also makes you feel good. Sometimes listening to some music also feels good. So, but you need to then get to a higher frequency almost instantly. See, first thing is, you should not run away from lower frequency vibrations as if they are like a crime or something. If you have come here for experience, and if we say there is no good, there is no bad and all that, then even those lower frequency vibrations are actually not evil. They are trying to teach you something. That is why they constantly keep coming. But you are the one who misunderstands it and goes off to a bad mood. So let's say that you are now trying to understand it, and then you question yourself, why am I getting this kind of a situation, right? So then you'll be able to understand what is it, what am I learning from this. Like, for example, now while I was doing this class, my daughter writes to me and says that she wants to call somebody and she's taken my phone and she's gone. I did not question, I just switched on the phone and I gave. Okay, but so what is this trying to teach me? It is just trying to teach me to detach, because I know that in this moment I can't talk, I can't reason, I can't do anything. And it will also make me understand, okay, why am I why am I even arguing about this, or why am I talking about this? Because I may have a thought that maybe she's using it for YouTube, she's using it. So where those sorts of thoughts are making me think that what she might do is bad. But there is another possibility that she might really want to call somebody. Whatever may be the possibilities, I need to surrender this and just say, it's okay. I'm just going to trust the way the experiences come to me and see that it is all going to be in the good light. So then you just leave it. Right. I was also thinking, there was one more thing that I noticed something today, like see, this is how experiences come to show you what you need to clean up, because you are not really so mindful about what is happening inside. So today our fruit vendor sent us some extra, some passion fruit, probably it was in season or something. He's a regular vendor. So I did not order passion fruits or something, but he sent passion fruit. And I was very happy about it. And I did not question him or anything. And I took it. And then I had also ordered groceries. And then the grocery guy sent some chips. Okay. I had ordered some oil-free papad or something. In that papad, there was no oil. When I was ordering, there was no. But when he also sent some other thing in which there was oil. So I said, I did not order this, and I sent it back. Then I was later on thinking about it. I did not order passion fruit, but I accepted it. I mean, of course, I'll be paying for it. But then I did not order even that chips. But then I sent it back. And I saw that there was some duality in this whole thing. Because in my head, any kind of fruit was okay. But in my head, I realized that maybe something with oil and I have not ordered it, I might return back. So I was questioning some of my thoughts about some of these things. Then I was thinking, what will I do when the next time this happens? Now I've caught myself. I've accepted that I was in duality at this time, because I did not know that I would actually do this until the situation came to me. And I was not aware I was doing it, because I was constantly talking to that guy and paying him and all of those things. I was discussing with him. So obviously I was not with myself. So I did not do. But after he left, that thought just struck to me. So this is where experiences come to show you what you need to change in yourself. So next time, if such a thing happens where I have not ordered, but the universe just sent it to me, I plan to just accept it. I plan to just accept it, because I don't want to, rather I want to be in uniformity across my goods and bads. That is my choice. So I'm just giving an example so that you can understand. Okay, so whatever your plans are for the day today, whether it's traveling, traveling, a meeting, work project, lunch, exercise, dropping off, dry cleaning, playing a sport, going to the theater, meeting a friend, yoga, cleaning your house, going to school, buying groceries, turning today into a magical day by saying the magic words, thank you, for each plan going well before you live it. If you're a person who writes a daily list of things you need to do, then you can go through each of the daily list and be grateful for each one having gone well. Whether you do this magical practice in your mind or on paper, the most important thing is you feel good, feel the result of each plan or activity, and that was the best it could have been. See, it's like this. What she's saying is, let's say today, early in the morning, if I have gotten up and then I plan to meditate, and then let's say I plan to take bath, and then I plan to meditate, and then I would have planned to do dabba for the school, and then maybe cook, do some juicing, salads, and then we fold some clothes, clean up the house, and then maybe attend some calls, client calls, and then do my workout, and then have some dinner, and then meditate, and then sleep or something. So there are some at least common set of activities that I'm doing almost every single day. Then I can think of all of those things having gone very well and say, I'm so grateful that, first of all, feel good that it is already going well, it is going well. or just bring some excitement, bring some josh into your mind about doing that activity, and then feel that it has actually gone well already. Okay, so before gratitude practice came into my life, magic practice came into my life, there was this situation about I use a lot of surrender in my life. So there was this shopping experience that we constantly keep doing. So with my second daughter, when I was going to shopping every single time, there used to be a lot of fuss going on about clothing, and then neither she would be happy, neither I would be happy that she's not happy by the end of this whole shopping experience, and whatever she buys also she would not be using so well. So this since last year, what I've been doing is I've been surrendering. Before I start shopping itself, before we go to shopping itself, before leaving the house itself, I would say I am surrendering this whole shopping experience to the universe or to God. And I know that I'm going to be really satisfied. That inner belief system is activated. I know that I'm going to be really satisfied by the time I come back. And I am also happy. My daughter is also happy. And I'm so grateful about this shopping experience having gone so well. Okay, so I usually do this when I go. And then first time when we went for shopping, the very first shop she didn't get, the second shop she didn't get, the third shop we went, she got really what she found, and she was very happy. Subsequently, as and when we shopped, the very first shop that she went, the very first item they showed itself started to be the item that she wanted. So like this, it has been a very stress-free experience in my opinion, and it has been very good. So I was doing like this, but this is exactly the same thing. Before you live it in the early morning, just think about what all you plan to do that day, at least in general, whatever you already know. Sometimes you may have some exceptional things, maybe some meeting or something, or you are going for a trekking, whatever may be your plan in that day. Just think about that plan and then feel good. Put some good feelings into that activity, and think that it is going to be the best. It will go very well, guys. When you use gratitude ahead of time to have a magical day, it wipes out unexpected problems or difficulties before they happen. The more you use this magical practice, the better your days will become. And from the smallest things to the important things, everything starts going well in your life. See, this is not about trying to, yes, it started with us trying to avoid some painful experiences. But with these kinds of practices, what will happen is your relationship with the universe will actually start improving. Your relationship with yourself, which is your own soul, will start improving. And you'll start to trust. You'll develop a trust-based relationship. Surrender. Why do we surrender? Why do we do gratitude? When you do gratitude, some unexpected things are happening, some unexpected the energy is changing and it's all coming back to you, right? So how is all that happening? Because something is working in the background, in the invisible realm, something is happening. So you will be now starting to trust that invisible, and then that trust will make you more stress-free. Okay, so the bumpy days smoothen out, and instead of frustrating or troublesome things happening in your day, the day starts to have a magical flow about them. The things to magically go the things seem to magically go your way with less effort, no worry, no stress, and far more joy. See, you must remember we are in the 14th chapter. It also means that if you have done all the chapters practice consistently, you are now riding on a very high momentum energy. Okay, so because of that energy, you will see all these things coming through. But let's say you have not practiced any of these things, then your momentum is very, let's say, in first gear only. Then you can say, many of your friends will come and share here that, oh yeah, this went well, that went well, that went well. Then you'll say, why not? None of my things went well today. Or maybe only one thing went well. I had 5 things in my list, or 5 good things, but then none of these things went well. So you have to think, how much is your energy? What is your investment in this whole thing? So, and or if it did not go well and if you did not practice also, you need to have the mindset to understand and accept that there is some learning in that also. Okay, So this is very much important. When I first began to use gratitude to have a magical day, I chose to give thanks ahead of time for the events in my day. That, see, this is more about trust. Like I said, you know that anything that happens, whether it works or it does not work, you've already thanked the universe for that thing to have gone well. It doesn't, when you say having gone well, there is no expectation in it. You're just feeling good. The feeling good can come whether it goes in your, let's say, if let's say your maid had to come and wash, but then let's say she said she wouldn't come, and you had told that this house cleaning is going to go on brilliantly today. Now, what can happen? She can come all of a sudden and say, oh, my thing got postponed, and tomorrow I'll be going, but not today. And she might come and then do her work today. Or when you are doing it only, you might play some nice song in your ear, and then you might really enjoy washing the vessels yourself, but you might be in a good mood. So in either of these cases, things actually went well. You were in good feelings. Okay, so when you're saying thanks ahead of time for things going well, it does not mean that there is an expectation attached to this. Please remember, okay, having gone well is the feeling. You are now feeling good about it. By the end of the day, you think of each of these things and you are actually feeling good about it. It is not that, oh, this did not happen according to me, that's why I'm going to feel bad. No, it is not about that. It is about you feeling good about that event. You started off with a positive feeling, you're ending the day also with a positive note, and you're riding the day also with a positive thing. Okay, it's all about the feelings that we're talking about. It is not about you ordering the universe to say, I want exactly that order. Okay, it is not that. There is nothing in this book which talks about saying you will get exactly what you want. It always says drop your expectations. Don't expect anything. It is going to come to you based on the energy that you have earned. What is your investment? Okay. So at the beginning of the day, I said the magic words, thank you for the easy and joyful trip to the supermarket. I had no idea how a trip to the supermarket could be easy and joyful, but I felt as much gratitude for the outcome as I could. Okay. It's the outcome. Like I said, I know that I believe that I will be very happy and satisfied by the time I come back. It does not mean that we will get a good, let's say, good outfit. It does not mean anything. It just means that I'm going to be in satisfaction. I'm going to be feeling very good by the time I come back. Whatever may have happened to that, but now I feel good. That is what we want. Because we don't want frustration. We don't want any of those. We always feel bad. We always feel uncomfortable for the negative or the lower frequency vibrations. It's not, it is never about that particular, the way it turned out. It is always about the frequency or the vibrations. So what we are saying is, we are affirming, or we are paying gratitude for that. We are already feeling good about that particular thing, giving you good feelings or whatever. The result of gratitude's magical power was that I got a parking space right at the door. I then ran into two friends. One friend I hadn't seen for a very long time, and then we got together for lunch after shopping. The second friend I ran into told me about an amazing and inexpensive house cleaner, which was something I'd been dreaming of having. As I did my supermarket shopping, wherever I looked, whatever I needed was magically in front of my eyes. Everything was in stock on the shelves. One item after another was on special, which means there was a discount. And as I approached the checkout after doing my shopping in records time, a new aisle opened and the checkout person signaled to them. She signaled me to them. As the checkout person was putting my items through the register, out of the blue, she asked, "Do you need any batteries?" It was the one item I had forgotten to buy. My trip to the supermarket was beyond easy and joyful. It was downright magical. See, why has Rhonda been getting such a magical experience? Because of how much she has worked on herself before writing this experience. Okay, so if she has to get this such a beautiful experience, every single item that she touches was magical, then it means that she has actually worked on it. Okay, here a person who has worked on it will get returns in that same order, to that same extent. Okay, so you need to think about it. It only takes a few minutes in the morning to use gratitude to have a magical day by giving thanks for the events in your day ahead of time. But this one practice alone will change the way your entire day unfolds, because you have started your day with gratitude. You have already counted your blessings, and then you are now doing many other things like this. So it's going to really add. And see, it's not just about gratitude, telling gratitude and forgetting about it. It is about you being in the state of receiving. What is the meaning of state of receiving? It means that you're continuing to remain in that high frequency vibrations all day. Okay, so it means that you are continuing to be in that receiving state. You just cannot say, oh yeah, morning I'm going to affirm that it's going to all be good, but then as the day progresses, again, if you become grumpy, yeah, this again will lose its momentum. To have a magical day when you wake up to a new day, either before you get out of bed or while you're showering or getting dressed, think about your plans for the day and give thanks to each one going brilliantly well. Make sure you do this magical practice at the beginning of your day and in one session itself. Let's say something unplanned came up also. Before that unplanned session itself, you just say, I'm so grateful that this unplanned session came up to me, and I am looking forward to the great opportunity that this gives to me. So I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that this new learning is also coming to me. Like that you can say, and then you can start off that also with a good note. In your mind, work your way through the plans you have for the morning, afternoon, and evening until bedtime. With each plan or event, say the magical words and imagine that you're saying thank you at the end of the day, and you're immensely grateful because it did go brilliantly well. See, here in the when you wake up, this is what you do. Okay, then in your mind, work through all of these things until bedtime, until the sleep time. In the morning itself, you're thinking and saying, good, thank you for that, thank you for this, thank you for this, thank you for that. So in your mind itself, you're thinking about all that. Then with each plan or event that comes to your mind, say the magical words and imagine that you're saying thank you at the end of the day. So imagine yourself sitting on your bed while doing your magic rock, saying thank you. Okay, so either while doing the magic rock, either way, whatever you feel is the end of your day, say thank you. Thank you that today was the best day of my life and it really went well. It was indeed a magical day, like that. So you can use as many superlatives as you like to help feel more grateful. Thank you for the incredibly successful meeting. Thank you for the amazing outcome with the phone call. Thank you for one of the best days ever at work. Thank you for the thrilling sports game. Thank you for the effortless and fun day of cleaning. Thank you for the great night out with our friends. Thank you for the relaxing day of travel. Thank you for amazing energy from my exercise session. Thank you for the best family get-together we've ever had. This magical practice is, so you can use any of these words, any of the adjectives, superlative words, and describe how good you want that to be and do it. This magical practice is more powerful if you can say the magic words thank you out aloud for each experiences. But if you're not in a position to say them aloud, then it's fine to say them in your mind. See, always they have told you, right? Mind is not in action. My action is louder. Okay, so in your mind you're telling something, then if you are actually telling it aloud, it is far more effective. Then if you're writing it also and telling it also, it is even more effective. Then on top of that, you are doing feelings also, that is even more effective. So feeling is the final. If you say mind plus feeling, then it is maybe just little. Speaking plus feeling is slightly higher. Writing, speaking, and feeling is one notch higher. Okay, so like that you need to think. After you finished using gratitude, see, when you're doing gratitude, you need to think you need to be grateful in your mind. You need to speak in a similar way, and then you need to also act in a similar way. So if your entire being is in the same frequency, if you're actually you're not faking it. If you're faking it, your mind will think something, your body will be speaking something else. So you're not faking it. In your being itself, you've incorporated that in your being itself, in your essence. Then you are doing everything, then it will all align. After you finish using gratitude's magical power for every task and event in your day, and end of the day by saying thank you for the great news coming to me today. So let's say you had 5 items. You thought about that 5 items, and then you, after the 5th item and all, you're in the end, you're thinking about, you're visualizing yourself end of the day, and then you're saying, wow, today was the best day of my life. And then, wow, all these activities went on so beautifully. Every single activity gave me so much of good feelings. I'm so grateful. All that you're saying, thinking. Along with that, you also say, thank you so much for this great news coming to me today. In the morning itself, you're saying, okay, thank you for the great news coming to me today. Okay, it has not come yet. Coming to me today means by the end of the day, when you actually sit to think about it in reality, some great news would have already come. Okay, without fail, every single morning when I finish using gratitude to have a magical day, I give thanks for the great news coming to me that day. As a result, I've never received so much great news in my entire life, which means every day she keeps getting great news. 1 week after another, each day after another, great news pours in. Each time I receive another great piece of news, I'm especially grateful and excited because I know I used gratitude's magical power to bring it, and then even more great news continues to come in. If you want to receive more great news than you ever have before, then just follow in my footsteps. Okay, so that was the chapter. Now the homework, count your blessings as usual. Every day, whatever we've been doing, write your count your blessings, 10 count your blessings. And at the end of each blessings, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel grateful for it. Because when you're writing, sometimes you might be just framing sentences. But then when you also read it back, do that. In the morning, work your way in the morning in your mind through the plans you have for the day and evening until bedtime. With each plan or event, say the magical words, thank you for it having gone well. Okay, there is no expectations here. You just feel it went well. Sometimes, let's say you had to go to somebody's house. In the morning, that was what you were feeling. But then something happened and the plan dropped. But you're still feeling good that you did not go. Okay, morning feeling good was you going. In the afternoon, feeling good is you did not go also. That also is feeling good for you because maybe the road was closed or there's a band or something like that. And then you are now feeling good that, okay, thank God, I would have got stuck in the traffic. Thank God that I got to know in advance that I don't have to go. That is also feeling good only. Okay, so you need to just think that by the end of the day, I'm going to be satisfied. I'm going to be feeling good about whatever happened. Okay, and imagine that you're saying thank you at the end of the day and you're immensely grateful because it went perfectly. And after you finish being grateful for all the plans in your day going well, brilliantly going well, end this practice by saying, and thank you for the great news coming to me today. Okay, so write this down somewhere, this sentence, and you can say it. And then, of course, do the magical rock and thank for the best thing that happened during the day. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ask now. Yeah, Pina.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Smita. I would like to share. Yesterday, I spoke to you about the surrender, and I'm on the way learning how to surrender. But
you told about Shirdi and all that, no?
Yeah, Shirdi and all those things. So today I had to go to a doctor, gastroenterologist. So over there, some person told, like, if you have a pain in your stomach, maybe you have to go through some treatment or something endoscopic like that. Then initially I got a little scared. Then I focused on the words of what I spoke to you yesterday. I said, okay, I don't want to go through the endoscopy, but if universe wants me or if God wants me to go through, definitely I'll accept and I'll go through it. and I made up lots of courage, and I went to the doctor. Doctor said, yeah, it's fine, totally fine. You don't need any endoscopy. And he just gave me some tablets. I was like, my happiness had no bounds at that time. He said, I'll put you on some casual tablets, just go for 10 days. Then since you're going for a trip, enjoy your trip and come back. After that also, if you're still facing some same issues, then we'll look into it. Then I was like, okay. The same moment I felt that as though my everything is gone. I'm like completely healed. That feeling was amazing. That
These are the
really,
small wins that you have to cherish and be
yes,
happy
yes,
about. This is where these learnings are what is going to make you happy more than those belief systems that we get stuck to all the time.
Yes, Smita. Yes, it was really amazing. So I'm taking a baby step towards accepting myself, accepting everything, whatever comes to my way. And I really wholeheartedly thank you for this lessons. Thank you so much.
Yeah, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
For sharing. Yeah, Beena. Oh, sorry, not Beena, Rakhi.
Yeah. Hello, Smita.
Yeah.
So today I'm sharing not a good experience like.
You can just say I have a breakdown.
Yeah. So what happened now? Since last few days now, I was having a breakdown in my stomach. So and so I went to the sonography doctor today in the afternoon, and she did the sonography, and then she is telling me that in your uterus there is a small polyp that has developed. So and that is little bigger in size, and she is telling me that you have got stones in your gallbladder. So since then I'm having severe headache. Like I don't know now what to say, what to think. So
see, this body will die anyway someday. So before you went to the doctor, you were actually happy only, right?
yeah.
So whatever practices you do, now the messages do more. It is now trying to help you to do more, because in that, when you keep doing more, whatever is right for you, if you need to do something else to help yourself, your body and all that, it will come to you. But if you are in that, I told you about that spiral, right?
Yeah,
Spiral.
I was listening very carefully. Yes.
Yeah. So that spiral is like that. So you need to now, okay, now I have this thing. Should I go down or do I have to go up? First, go up, try to go up. Then when you are up, whatever ideas you get, whatever thoughts you get, whatever experiences you get at that time will be right for you at that time. No, Neha was not able to find her wallet. It's okay. I mean, she learned her lesson in many other ways. So it is important that you basically go higher. In that higher place, you will definitely get ideas. You will definitely get things. First, accept that change. Accept those problems. Then when you accept, then only solutions will come to help you. If you don't accept, then you are in resistance. You're saying, no, how can this happen? I don't like it. I don't like. First, you need to accept that, yes, this is my creation. This polyp is my creation. Maybe some emotions that I have locked up in my body, or something that you've locked up in your body that has eventually become stone-like and all that. I mean, at a spiritual level. So you should, so in the process of cleaning that up, you have some learning. You have some process to go through. And that may be, let's say, a tedious process, or let's say something that you've never done before also. But whatever is that, the right one will come in front of you. Because what I have noticed is, you can go shopping to many people, many kind of practitioners, thinking this is right for me, that is right for me, that is right for me, this is right for me. But people go in that lower frequency vibrations only shopping like this. And most of the time, nothing will work, because they are not in acceptance. It is never about the type of healing process or something. The healing process is always at a mental level only. But nobody is in that state of accepting that it is at mental level first to start off with. That is why they are shopping. But if they start off with saying, yes, I accept this problem, and then I'm very grateful that this problem has come to me, because there is some new set of learnings that I have to go through. Now, when you start off with a positive note like this, and then you're feeling grateful that this new thing has come up to me and all of that. Just be curious, just be, let's say, happy about it or whatever. Because we have all come here to eventually die someday and move on. And who knows if our plan is tomorrow only death. Even if we are healthy, we can die tomorrow only. Because let's say whatever we have come here for now is over. Who knows when that is going to get over? So we can't say when that end period is going to come. So why should we live in misery while we are living itself? Every day cannot be death. But
Yeah, that's what
learning.
Yeah, that's what I thought about it. Like, I don't want to just suffer. That, you used to always mention that you should not suffer. Maybe that thing
no
is trying to
suffering.
teach
It
me,
should
so
be.
I don't want us
See,
to suffer.
karma is accepted. See, karma, there is another level of you thinking that, okay, I mean, there's a whole set of level where you don't even have to believe in karma and you can instantly believe that I am healed. That also is there. Where that also, beyond acceptance of that also, there's one logic. But maybe to some extent that is slightly very, very high, and not everybody is in that level. So to start off with, yes, this is my creation. And I'm sure if this has come to me, then I'm sure, plus gratitude is also there with you to help you. So it's not like you are not having any help in your hand. So like that, you need to think, I have the resource and I have the problem. Now it's my time to use. Maybe the resource came just so that you could use it for this problem.
Okay.
So if you think of it more like a project to start implementing what you have learned in that, and focus more on that implementation rather than how sincerely and how rigorously I can use gratitude in my life. Genuinely, like you're forgetting about the problems and all that you anyway deal with it separately. You're going to this doctor, that doctor, whatever you have to do, but there is no fear attached because you're now focused on this project of doing gratitude for 3 hours or doing gratitude for 4 hours or whatever it is that you're doing. But again, there is no expectation that the 4 hours gratitude is going to lead to this melting, guilting or whatever. You're just in this, let's say, a magical day kind of thing. You know that every day you've been led to something more magical, which is going to help you be more happy and satisfied that your body is healing, and you should believe that your body has already healed. Okay. With every gratitude practice. We did that in the health chapter.
I was confused because prior to this, I never had any health issues. And
so then how will health issues help you learn? So it's now time for health issues to help you learn. See, I have been telling you, right? The earth is shifting and there's a lot of energy on earth and all that. So if your body is used to, let's say, if you're a non-vegetarian or if you're vegetarian or whatever it is, then along with, let's say, all the lower energy lifestyle habits that we have been doing, how will now it's all blocked up in the body. How will the body get cleaned up? If the body also has to become lighter and lighter and lighter, how will it become lighter if you have to continue using this body? You can say, okay, fine, I'm not going to use this body, I can die, and maybe I'll practice some of these things in my next body and manage it and all that. You can do that also. Maybe your soul plan is to use this body and go. That is why all this learning is coming. See, it is the soul's choice to use this body and go ahead and ascend higher to oneness, or drop this body and use another body and ascend to oneness. Raki's body or Raki plus one body, whatever it is. So if Raki's body has to use, it has to get cleaned up. How will it get cleaned up?
Right.
So if your focus is to basically become a light body, then this is the opportunity you're getting. We can't go in the same state that we are. We need to clean up. And in the process of cleaning, you'll have a lot of lessons that is going to come. You'll learn acceptance, you'll learn surrender, you'll learn so many other things like this. You'll probably become better at gratitude. The energy will increase because of gratitude, because of surrender, because of acceptance. So focus on the learning aspect, not as much on the body aspect. Body will work itself because you don't know how that got created. You don't know what all made that created. But now you know that definitely that whatever that may be, these practices are going to somehow bring in light into that. So let it bring light. I'll focus on the practice rather than on measuring my progress in the body. If you measure your progress in the body, you are in duality and you are in that lack mode. Oh, this is not working, that is not working, this is paining, that is paining. Whether it pains, whether it hurts, whether you have to go through an operation, whatever you decide to go through that, focus on becoming more and more better in these kinds of learnings. That will automatically take care of itself. Then there, at least you'll have a project to work on.
Correct. Correct.
Then measure yourself with how much I did today. Did I work? Was I in her whole day gratitude? Can I be in 13 hours of gratitude? Can I be grateful for everything in 13 hours? So can I be grateful for my body for 13 hours every day? Can I be grateful for my life in general for 13 hours every day? Can I actually be connected to everything that is helping me? Do I know what I'm touching every day? Have I been telling gratitude to all that I'm touching every day? Do I listen to the sounds that you're emitting every day? So when you connect to nature, when you connect to yourself, this is where I told in the beginning, connect to yourself for anything. The more you are disconnected from yourself, you are in fear because you are losing the soul's connection. The more you are with your parents, children are more secure. They feel secure. The more they are not with their parents, they feel insecure. Same thing. The more you get disconnected from yourself or your Atma, you are in fear. The more you connect with your Atma, you are not in fear automatically. There need not be any reasons for it, but you'll feel secure. So now you are feeling insecure because your practice is not enough.
Right.
Your sadhana is not enough. Meditate, do many things. There are many things you can do to just connect to yourself. Whatever practices you know, connect to yourself means the God in yourself.
Right.
Not the body's pleasures, comforts and all that. It is about what you're going to take away after this body. That you need to focus on. The virtues, the habits and all that. Then that project itself will keep you busy. And if you're working on that project, if you're getting successful in that project, body project, money project, sansaric project, everything will work. Because the sansar is basically a sadhan ki samagri only. But sansar is not everything.
Right. But I just had one thought in my mind that before 2 months, like 4 months, I was completely on food diet. I was I did 120, 130 days food diet, and then 2 months only I've been eating, but we are vegetarians. I've been eating a very sattvic khana at home, and it's
See,
like
don't blame the fruit. Like I told, I think yesterday to Beena, I told her. Have you read whatever I wrote to Beena?
not so much. Like today, I was busy in the sonography. I didn't
read. And okay, Beena, what did you understand from the writing that I told yesterday? Can you please come and share?
Yeah. Initially I went to a plant-based diet before 7 years back.
Yes, I read that completely, Beena ji.
So what did I tell her about? Let's say you are on fruit diet, you're on plant diet, whatever it is. But that is going to raise our vibrations. It is going to make our body lighter. Yes, it is going to make our body lighter. But it cannot make our body lighter with the same mindset that you have. It cannot be lighter with the same mindset that you have. Are you in oneness or are you in duality?
Yeah, duality, yes.
Yeah. So now in the process of your cleanup, you will be forced to go to oneness. You will learn acceptance. You will learn surrender, which is what we've been constantly telling in this class. This is exactly what has already come to you as knowledge. Now it is up to you to put that knowledge into action. And then as you keep practicing and bring more of that kind of godliness, God connection inside you, it will heal. It will heal. I have seen 4th stage cancers dying also under me. I've seen 4th stage cancers healing also under me. Is it me? No, it's definitely not me. It's definitely not the fruits. It's definitely not the juices. It's them. It's their commitment to that. Whatever I tell them, whatever I'm telling them, I'm telling you also.
Right.
Right? It is important for you to do your fruit, juices, whatever it is that you do. But at the same time, you need to also vibrate higher, because all of those things might clean the body. It will really not help you beyond that. You'll anyway bury the body and go, but you'll carry the same problems and go, no? So
Correct.
in this journey, I have understood that you cannot walk higher using the same crutches of fruits or juices or whatever and have the same old mindset. You need to also change your mindset and then go on this path. Otherwise, the same fruits, same juices are going to teach you a lesson to go to oneness. It's like your entire belief system has come to a crash. Oh, I believed in them, but they told me that fruit diet is invincible. It is going to make me immortal and all of those things, but I'm here suffering with problems. Why? Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. It is your mindset. And let's say that you have the knowledge of eating fruit. You have the knowledge of drinking a lot of liquids. You have the knowledge of doing gratitude. You are power packed with knowledge now to handle all your problems.
Yes.
So now it's up to you to write the exam, prepare for the exam. So we just see how beautiful the universe is. It is now pre-planned your experiences such that you are good in so many, you're now good in some skills. And you're so good that you can actually apply it to something that you're facing today.
Yes.
This is why you need to be grateful.
That's what I was thinking. Like the moment she told me this, like I came out of this clinic, and then I was like, first I was completely blank. I was not able to accept actually. But after reaching home, I said I will accept first. That is very important for me to accept what is happening.
Here, acceptance means it is coming for my good. Everything is
Good,
coming for my
yes.
good. It is not about acceptance. We know it is there. That acceptance is there. But the acceptance means genuinely feeling good about it. What is making me feel good about when I think about my polyp or when I think about my gallbladder stones? What is making me feel good about it? You should be able to connect to those things and say, I'm so thankful to you that you've came. Now I got an opportunity to apply all this knowledge and then increase my soul energy or soul, whatever knowledge, wisdom. So they are like your teachers. They have come to you as your teacher. So like that that is called acceptance. It's not about, it exists. It's not about that. That is not acceptance. Feeling good about it is called acceptance.
Correct.
And finding reasons of why I need to feel good is the real genuinity that comes. And once that comes, right, the healing is very, very easy and faster. Gratitude and acceptance and surrender and all, when you truly, truly bring in, it is very fast and you won't even know how it is actually passing. Okay. It will be like a smooth journey because there is no suffering in that. There is no suffering period in that. The karma will just come and then you are learning, constantly in that learning mode, and then you are learning also, and then it will pass also.
Right. Yeah,
you should definitely give a feedback about this once you do it.
Yes. That's what I thought. Maybe this is like ऐसे कहते हैं ना कि ये चीज लिखी थी कि like you teaching us about the gratitude, and then I encounter this meditation. Though I actually to be very honest with you, I did that, attended in the morning meditation for 4-5 days. After that, I couldn't get up in the morning and I didn't do. But then today I realized, I have to get up in the morning and I have to do it because these things are trying to teach me something, and maybe I want to come out of it as a winner. I want to be an example. How you see this thing happened and I did these things, and see how successfully, how easily I'm out of it. So actually I was seeking it that way. Yeah, so I just had one more question. Should I continue with my fruit and liquid diet, what I was doing earlier?
Yeah.
I should
increase your liquids a lot. Yeah,
liquids
juices and fruits and all that. Why? Because they are not healing you, but they are actually raising your vibrations. They're cleaning you up and all of those things.
Correct. and no meals and all that, what I've been eating, cooked meals, I should stop completely right now.
See, it is not that cooked meals are bad or something. It's just that you'll save some energy there.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I thought. That I'll save some energy so that it's better to be on liquids and fruits and juices and all that.
Yeah,
Right?
and then maybe some sunlight. All of these are
Yeah.
props that will help you.
Right.
And
right.
see, in the whole process, you need to be in that mindset is very important. The attitude is very important. That is
Yes.
the game changer.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. So we should not discuss about why these things may have happened and all that. Maybe I had
Don't
some,
discuss with people. Definitely don't discuss with people in duality.
No,
Because
that
you
I
are going
don't
to
want
get confused. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Can
not
I
about
talk
they are
to-
bad or something, judging them. I'm not doing any such thing. I'm just saying that if you are in a position to discuss and still be in oneness, please do.
No,
If you're not
that
in a
I don't
position
want
to
to talk about it to anybody else. Like, I don't want to talk even the family, because I know they like, and immediately that like right now my the whole aim is to work on myself, on the oneness, and I know they will just little pull me back, so I know that, so it's better
yeah.
not to talk.
See, when you take a decision, you should also accept that this is my decision and surrender the decision. So whatever is the outcomes of that thing, don't be in fear. Just accept all kinds of outcomes, that it is for my best. That genuinity of the feeling and all that is very important. Then basically, then you're connecting to yourself. Then you're standing up for yourself. All that will come. All those higher virtues are going to come up. So this is like a crash course, because the Earth's energy is so high, right? Most of them are going through a crash course as of now. Fast learning. So it's all, of course, at the soul level, it was all planned, but I'm just saying that it is all like a crash course. Can't help it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, if nobody has any questions, then maybe we can practice some gratitude today. Why don't we just practice on health? Because we received 2 items about health. Okay, so let's let's list down each of our body parts, whatever body part that you want, and then let's list down and say thank you for whatever activity that it is doing. For example, thank you, dear eyes, for helping me see. And then really feel it, that whatever you're able to see, and if you did not have your eyes, you couldn't have seen that. So that is the value that your eyes are bringing. And today I was thinking, I wear specs. If to read some really small characters, use my thing. So when I was getting gratitude for my eyes, the creator has given me eyes and I'm able to see, let's say, X number of things. There are some Y number of things I'm not able to see, which is those small characters. And to make sure that I see those Y characters, the same creator comes in this form of a specs. So he's helping me in every single way, not just by giving me this size, he also gives me this size. So in essence, I'm not losing anything. Rather, I'm having still a wholeness of experience. But yes, you can think, oh yeah, specs is bad, my eyesight is bad, my eyesight is not good. All that I can say. But where do I bring gratitude in this experience? I still have a wholesome experience. It doesn't have to be from here. Why should I choose that it has to be like this only? It can be in any way you can be grateful, with the part of it with the specs, part of it without the specs. So like that, you think about your own body and find reasons to truly be grateful for everything, whether there is a problem, not a problem, even with the gallbladder. Thank you so much for working all these days. And you did not even give me a sign that my liver was over functioning or like that. So now I know that my liver was made to overfunction and all of those things. Now it's time for me to clean up. And yeah, so keep doing that. And I'm sure it'll all work out. So it's 5:20, 10 minutes we will write and then we will find up the things.
Start drinking juice on a juice diet. Is it better?
You're on mute, I think. Not sure. You're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go on a juice diet, is it better to drink vegetable juices or, you like both are okay, fruit juices and vegetable juices?
I mean, usually I don't, unless people are diabetic, I don't restrict them on any kind of juice.
Okay. Okay. So on when you have vegetable juice, it's only the vegetables, or you can mix fruits also with it?
Any kind of mix is okay.
Okay. You can mix fruits
Beans,
and
vegetables, everything is okay.
okay. You can mix together, no? Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, the quantity is more important.
Yeah.
Okay, the quantity is more important, especially if you're like, for example, when you do, the more gratitude you do, the more energy you are, right? Similar, it's the same concept. The more juices you are in fact not doing so much of, let's say, in general, let's say you are a grateful person, you are not doing so much of gratitude on a daily basis. But then when you're actually practicing gratitude, 120, 200 gratitudes on a daily basis, that much more energy you are generating in yourself. Similarly, if you're on juices, that much more nutrition you're bringing to yourself, that much more liquids you're bringing to yourself, which you wouldn't have done on any other day.
Correct. Okay.
And of course, that will also bring out a lot of toxins outside in the form of problems that you already had. And you need to be consistent, and you have to keep doing. Over time, it will all balance out.
Okay.
Yeah. And on the Holistic Buddha, I have talked in detail about the juicing, or on my YouTube channel, Smita Hemadri.
Okay.
Under knowledge sharing, Smita shares or knowledge sharing or something, there's one playlist. In that playlist also, I've spoken in detail about juicing.
Sure.
Thanks so much, sir.
I'll go through it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, fine, I'll start. Okay, you can continue your practice. Don't leave it. We will meet again tomorrow. And don't leave your practice. Continue with your practice. It's very important that you practice. And if you're able to get up early in the morning and practice, nothing like it. So what I'm doing is I get up at 3:30 till 3:30. I do my I freshen up, and then 3:30 I start to write my gratitude practice. Till 4:30 I write. 4:30 to 5 I take bath. 5 o'clock I'm getting into a meditation practice, that morning meditation. And then typically by 7 I'm coming to the kitchen, and yeah, from then onwards regular activities are starting. So I would have done with gratitude practice in the morning itself. And then extra, when I find time, I'm also doing gratitude practice. I'm writing again gratitude practice. For that, if you're able to sleep early, that'll really help. So focus on all your routines, especially people who have to do more and more work on yourself, Veena and all of those people. So work on yourself and then bring more discipline into your life and focus on a lot more practice. And drop all expectations. Okay, don't do gratitude with expectations in mind. Then that is a lack. That's an ulta thing. That's an opposite thing. Okay. Okay. All the best. Take care. Thank you so much for joining the class today. Be blessed.